I was so honored to get to be asked to come speak to all of you. I'm a self-proclaimed elections and voting nerd. This is one of my favorite topics. So I'm among friends, I know, and wanted to say thank you also to Council Member Glidden for her advocacy on these issues for so long. Um, so we know that there are so many things that we can do to help improve voting, automatic voter registration, a couple bills I worked on improving early voting, making sure that if you sign up to be an absentee voter, you could be a permanent absentee voter. But ranked choice voting is one of my personal favorites and one of my personal passions because I've seen here in Minneapolis what it can do for people's involvement in the voting system, for people believing in candidates, and also for improving the election process, right? For really having people feel like they can participate, feel like they can get involved as candidates. I think it's a great way to have more candidates involved because they know they won't be a spoiler. You know you're going to have more voices involved. You know you're going to have more people at the table. And also for individual voters to provide them options so that they can have a first and second choice. They can have first, second, and third choice. I recently ran for office in a ranked choice voting system, which was our endorsement process in the Democratic Party, and loved it because all of us who were running would talk about, have to answer what we liked about the other candidates, right? We would have to answer what we saw as our benefit, but also what we saw as the other candidates' benefit, and we would have to talk to the people who were supporting other candidates because they might be supporting us next, right? And that's a great way to do it. That's a really healthy way to do it. And so I love doing it. I know that Minneapolis has loved it. The voters here have loved it. St. Paul, now Duluth, have been really, I think, spreading the love for ranked choice voting around the state. And in the House, we passed ranked choice voting option through the House this year in the Minnesota House of Representatives. So that's a big deal that we got that done. And we had a pretty great elections bill, I think, through the House. Now, we had a Senate that didn't see so kindly to a lot of elections issues. The chair of the Senate Elections Committee is the national leader for a group called ALEC on their elections task force nationwide. And ALEC has put out a lot of positions that basically are about suppressing the vote and not letting people participate in the process. And that tends to be the lens that our Senate chair views a lot of these issues through. But I think that these issues can and should be bipartisan and multi-partisan. They should bring people together about expanding access to voting. And so that's why I'm so excited with all the amazing work that Fair Vote has been doing. And Frank talked about the amazing organizing of Gene and Fair Vote, but I have one very recent story to share, which is that Frank and Scott Dibble and I had our campaign kickoffs on Monday. And to show you what incredible organizers Fair Vote is, they were there greeting people as they came in, handing out stickers and signing people up. So at our rally, at our kickoff, we had Fair Vote stickers as far as the eye could see, which is amazing, right? And there are a lot of organizations doing a lot of good organizing, but there was only one group that was at our kickoff that was handing out stickers, that was signing people up, and that was Fair Vote. So your money is going in good hands for great organizing for a great cause. So thank you all for being here, and thank you so much for supporting a great organization.